Ladies and gentlemen, I'm freaking tired. I am so tired of all the drama, the BS, the short term outlook on YouTube, and all the morons like Meet Kevin and Jeremy and Chris Sane, and the list goes on, playing stupid games with everybody. Now, I made a video pretty recently where I was talking about how Meet Kevin decided to take a step back, catch his breath, and, put out quality content. That was his objective. And of course, I predicted that it was all a bunch of nonsense. It was all a bunch of BS. Because, of course, 2 days or whatever after he announces that he's going to step back, he needs time to himself. He needs to put out better content, not focus on the short term. Of course, that was all a freaking scam. Now, I harp on Meet Kevin a lot because he's a very big YouTuber. And some of you may say that I'm clout chasing. And guess what? If my videos get a lot of views because I trash talk Meet Kevin, justifiably, then I'm going to do it. I trash talk terrible YouTube financial gurus that are going to screw people over, okay? If somebody puts out good information, trust me, I won't talk crap about you. You notice I don't talk bad about like Tommy Bryson or whatever his name is, or Graham Stephan. I don't talk bad about any of those people. But Meet Kevin, he plays stupid games. He focuses on the short term. He has stupid thumbnails where he entices people either through fear or greed to make terrible financial decisions, which is why I constantly dump on him. And this stupid little thing that he just did where he's like, I'm going to step back, and then 2 days later, I'm back. It really pisses me off. So we're going to go watch his video, and I'm just going to give some commentary about how much of a clown this guy is, okay? Let's go check this guy out. So here's me, Kevin. I owe you the truth, ladies and gentlemen, because the truth is you can't resist, Kevin, posting short-term garbage and focusing on garbage like AMC, GameStop, inflation, stuff that doesn't matter in the long term, stuff that offends a boglehead like me. So let's see his stupid coming out video where he talks about how he isn't really backing off from covering GameStop and GME. I thought he saw my video and listened to me, but apparently not.
Hey everyone, Kevin here. So
I'm so tired, guys. Oh my God.
I haven't posted in over the last 48 hours and gotta come clean. I have to share the truth with you. So
Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that was the best 48 hours of my life. Now I'm subscribed to him because I need to see what crap he's pumping out so I can directly attack it and show you why his knowledge, the stuff he puts out, are going to lead you down a path of financial ruin, because he never talks about diversification. He never talks about important things like insurance or saving your money. He sells you overpriced courses that basically push you into speculating on meme stocks and options. Overall, he's a complete scumbag, which is why I constantly attack him. But yeah, that 48 hours was pretty nice. But of course, he put this video out, and shockingly, he says this.
This week, I abruptly paused my daily market live streams and the private live streams temporarily because I said I was going to double down on quality content, and at the same time, we were going to create and finally release a host of new lectures for the 5 courses that I have.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? He's going to double down on quality content. Now, if you're a long-term investor, quality content, there really shouldn't be any quality content, because once you choose your specific investment plan, you stick to it and you ignore the noise in the market. So when he talks about putting out quality content, all his content does is entice you to make short-term trades and incur high transaction costs and short-term capital gains. But let's see.
Most of them on stocks and psychology of money, where we'll be releasing courses on technical analysis or lectures on technical analysis.
Technical analysis. Okay, look, you don't need to know anything about technical analysis if you're a long-term investor. Technical analysis is for freaking day traders. You don't need that crap, okay? All you have to do is pick a plan that makes sense, that's rational, that'll result in you achieving long-term wealth, and stick to it. Technical analysis is a bunch of voodoo and not pseudoscience. It's a bunch of garbage, okay? You don't need technical analysis. And the last thing you want to do is pay this clown to teach you how to draw lines on charts.
In options trading, but also updates to property management.
Options trading. See, it's all crap. It's all short-term crap that can result in you losing a lot of freaking money. Because if you read your chart wrong and you YOLO some money into a stock, or you buy an option and you buy it at the wrong time, you're going to get freaking crushed because those are so volatile. But, it's whatever. It's me, Kevin. He's all about helping his viewers.
Rental screening, rental contracts, real estate investing, compete.
Okay, real estate's the only thing you should really listen to him about. And I haven't signed up for his real estate course, so I can't really tell you how good it is. But that's one thing he probably is pretty decent at. But everything else, you need to completely ignore him because he doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. I cursed. Maybe I'll get demonetized.
Eating in this crazy environment, YouTube lectures on making YouTube videos, and some updated lectures on real estate sales. And I said that would be about a 6-week process where we transition to this higher quality content and more lectures. And in the meantime, to get that done, we would not have live streams anymore, both public and private.
But you just couldn't resist, Kevin, could you? You just had to keep pumping out garbage. I wonder how well your subscribers are doing in the stock market. Now, I'm sure some of them did well because you told them to buy AMC or Tesla, but you can't focus on the short term. Just because you made a lot of money in the here and now doesn't mean over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to do well, because a lot of stocks are going to revert to the mean. So if you have a massive gain in a stock, that gain isn't just going to keep going like that into the future. Your stock may stagnate or you may have a correction. You never know. But you're not going to have these crazy gains from some of the stonks that he's been pumping out. And to be honest, most people in the market right now have done extremely well. I've done extremely well with freaking index funds, okay? And I haven't paid any taxes. So when you factor in taxes, which are a huge drain on your investment returns, which you're going to pay if you're trading options and doing technical analysis and drawing lines on charts, your returns are probably going to be worse, way worse than the average index investor. But, taxes are boring. Who cares? Whatever.
I said by the end of July, things should be back to normal. This led to a lot of talk and commentary in the community that maybe it was Lauren who finally kicked my butt and gave me the sit down about working too much. There was some talk from some of you that thought that maybe the SEC banned my live streams.
I wish the SEC would ban his live streams. I mean, I don't know how these guys get away with what they do, because the Securities and Exchange Commission is there. It was created in like the 1930s after the Great Depression, after wildly speculative stock markets and all sorts of manipulation was going on. There was basically no controls back in the day. And the Securities and Exchange Commission was established to kind of rein in some of the really excessive bad behaviors, which I'm kind of seeing exemplified in his YouTube channel. And if you really think about it, he's screwing over the average investor with his terrible Tesla portfolio, his short-term advice, and all that garbage. But the SEC, maybe they just have their hands full because there's so many frauds on YouTube and around the world that they can't go after him. But it would be nice if the SEC actually punished him for some of the crap that he's doing, because I think in the long run, he's really going to hurt a lot of people. But you don't have to listen to me. I'm just an idiot.
And somehow got involved. I saw some of you thought that maybe I was just sad because my Tesla call options have been sucking, or my
Don't trade options. They're stupid.
Revenues are going down, or some combination of this. Some of you thought that, what, this is it. He's going all in on the campaign. He's going all in on the governor thing, and he's leaving us behind, even though he said he wouldn't. And then others of you thought, oh no, he's quitting everything. He's quitting his campaign for governor, and he's quitting.
There's no way he's going to stop. That's sweet, delicious money. All these sellout YouTubers that instead of preaching good investment advice, which doesn't get a lot of views, nobody wants to learn about 401ks and IRAs and tax efficiency and index funds. That's boring and lame. But if you're a sellout YouTuber, what you're going to do is you're going to find the hottest trends and you're just going to jump on the bandwagon, okay? That's all these freaking people do. You notice every single famous YouTuber, except for maybe a couple, they all seem to pump the same exact stocks. You ever wonder why? Maybe that's because they're hopping on the hype train. Now, I took a different approach where I realized, okay, my channel's small. It's not really growing. Nobody wants to hear about index funds. So I decided to talk about the same stocks that all these clowns are looking at. But on my channel, I decided to actually look at the fundamentals of these stocks. And lo and behold, the vast majority of them are freaking garbage, complete and utter garbage. NEO, Tesla, AMC, GameStop, all this crap these people are pumping, they're all freaking garbage. And that's kind of the approach I took because I'm just sick and tired of seeing all the YouTube channels pump all the same garbage stocks. And all their little fans, like lemmings, like sheep, they just follow them. Oh, Tesla's going to keep going up forever. They're all freaking brainwashed, and they all listen to people like this that are going to screw them over.
Some of you even corroborated your own suspicions by linking my announcement last week with the fact that we had to cancel our Los Angeles rally this weekend, which just added fuel to the fire. Well, I have to.
Here comes the drama. Drama's building up. What's the truth, Kevin?
Especially since all of the haters in the comments have been clearly eating away at me lately. It's all been taking a toll. After all, it's hard to wake up at 5:45 in the morning, try to catch up on the news, read the news.
Yeah, because, you just got to read the news every day. That's the worst thing you could possibly do is read the financial news. They're all about fear and greed and drama. Oh, my God, what stock went up? What stock went down? Oh, my God, is the world going to end? That's what the freaking news does, okay? You don't want to watch the financial news media. He's basically the financial news media. Look about the crap that he talks about. The only reason I watch the news is so I could dump on stupid investment trends.
After an 18-hour day, and look forward to another 18-hour day ahead. It's kind of like this.
The guy does work hard. I can't knock him for that. It's just I don't support what he does.
Never-ending ride. So I owe all of you the truth.
What's the truth, Kevin? Let me guess. You're actually coming back.
Golly. All of the rumors. All of them. They're equally wrong. They're all equally wrong.
Oh.
Because I'm coming back stronger, bitches. We're bringing the live streams back starting on Monday, and they're coming back better than ever. Set your clock for 6 a.m. Pacific time, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Pacific time. The live streams will be back. We'll also be live for market close from 12:15 to 1:15 Pacific time.
That's exactly what you need, ladies and gentlemen. Get up in the morning, watch ticker symbols, and at the end of the day, watch ticker symbols. That's how you build long-term wealth. Now, I don't know if you knew this, ladies and gentlemen, but the more you watch the stock market, the more you're probably going to churn your portfolio because you're constantly being pulled into new directions. Oh, what about this stock? What about that stock? Oh, my God, what's going on here? Inflation. Oh, my God, taxes. It's all a bunch of crap, and it's going to distract you from your plan. Now, back in the day, I used to never read the financial news. I just invested in index funds, and I had my own hobbies, like going to a bar and drinking myself to death every weekend when I was younger. Those were my hobbies back in the day. And my portfolio did extremely well because I didn't watch anything that had to do with the financial news. I stuck to my plan. I maxed my tax advantage accounts, or I tried to at least, and I just stayed the course. And lo and behold, I'm doing pretty well for myself, okay? But if I watched somebody like him, and back then I didn't really know that much, maybe he would have enticed me to go, do some stuff that would have been bad for my portfolio. I'm so glad that I actually know what I'm talking about now, and I understand how toxic these people are, and that's why I don't get enticed away into investing in garbage like he promotes. So now he's back. He's doing live streams all the time. So let's see some of the videos that he freaking posted between now and then. Let's see what amazing long-term investment videos he's been talking about. Fox just destroyed Paper Hand or Portnoy. Okay. Market close, new investments, crypto. Wow, all really important stuff. Biden's infrastructure plan, urgent message to stock market investors, big stock rotation. Now, think about it. If you see these shocking articles or shocking videos about stock rotations and massive news, you're probably going to get emotionally hyped up and maybe start to doubt your financial plan. And when that happens, you start making stupid decisions that are going to screw you over. You see why I don't like this guy? Revealing the truth about my stock trades, market open. Jesus Christ. This guy is garbage. Please unsubscribe from his channel. Woo! All right, we got some comments. Me, Kevin is running for governor. Do you think he has a good chance? No. I think it's all a a PR piece, basically, a PR stunt. That's how Meet Kevin built his channel. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to talk about Meet Kevin forever, but I just had to make this because, like, I made a video literally like, oh my God, he finally shut his mouth. He finally stopped talking about stupid short-term news and stocks. And of course, like 2 days later, I'm back, guys. Oh my God. He clout chased Grant Stephan and Grant Cardone. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I don't feel guilty. Jay Nope. Running for governor is another ride the trend movement for Kevin since his wife let him leave the state he already tried. Yeah, it's all a bunch of PR. I mean, I'm not against people running for governor, but I don't think it's a legit campaign. But whatever. It'd be funny if he won. You know, I would love to see what he actually did to the state of California. Oh boy. Yeah, me and Kevin got really famous with Grant Cardone. Yeah, Grant Cardone is a scumbag. I might actually make a video about him. There's actually one video where he talked about how the 401k was a bad investment. Holy crap, that is horrible advice. Actually, that's probably the next video I'll do. Grant Cardone is probably worse than me, Kevin. Me, Kevin told me to invest in Tesla stock. Well, when did you buy into Tesla stock? I hope you didn't buy into it recently. I'm up 200% in 4 years, and I've never read a graph in my life. Well, I buy stocks. There you go. Wow, look at that. Wow. See how that works, ladies and gentlemen? You do some fundamental analysis. You know, you buy stocks of good companies that have long-term growth potential. You don't read the freaking news. You just buy the company at a good price, and you hold it for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And maybe sell it if it gets too overvalued in the far future. But by watching Meet Kevin, you're going to be completely distracted and just like probably buy and sell your crap every day, triggering massive capital gains taxes. He does do drama queen very well. Yeah, he is pretty dramatic. What's up, bro? He's worse than Kim Kardashian. I don't know if you can get worse than Kim Kardashian. I mean, I don't really hate Kim Kardashian. I just think I didn't agree with her doing that crypto thing. But, you know, like I said, all these famous people, they sell out to the devil. I need to increase my book price. You know, maybe I should charge $50 for Stop Being a Broke Loser. What do you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? I need to take you a spin in my Tesla. I think you might change your mind. I'm not saying they have bad cars. I hate the stock, not the company. Hope you guys understand that. I think the company's great. I mean, they produce pretty cool products. My neighbor has a Tesla. It's cool. You know, but I'm not going to invest in the stock right now just based on its insane, you know, all the insane projections that are built into the price. You don't want to buy a company at a bad time. He's not effing leaving. Yeah. Oh man, he's so powerful. He needs to watch it every day for views and to sell more courses, affiliate sales, and to keep port. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing with YouTube is, you know, once you start making that money, it's kind of hard to resist, you know, jumping onto these hype trains, which the strategy I took is like, I'm not going to freaking sell out and pump these stupid stocks. So I'll just dump on them. And it's worked. I mean, my channel's grown decently since I started talking about meme stocks. That's what everybody wants to hear about. But once I get big enough, you know, we're going right back to index funds, ladies and gentlemen. Does not like index funds. Yeah, because he's an idiot. He has no idea why index funds are so good. Now, I've said this 1,000 times. Index funds, yeah, you own the market. You're going to get the market's returns. But historically, you look at the performance of active managers, even if they beat the market, because they're buying and selling so many stocks and because they're charging such high fees for their active management, they underperform the market because of the tax drag, the fees for the funds, and because they tend to hold more cash on the sidelines, which also drags down their returns. So there's a lot of things that really compound and make actively managed funds tax inefficient. So even if they outperform the market, like Kathy Woods, whatever, you know, in the long run, after you pay the fee and the taxes and, you know, a lot of these meme stocks crash, which I think they will eventually, you're going to see that even something like ARK, which has been so amazing, isn't going to beat something like VT. We'll see who's right in 20 years, okay? But then again, I'll probably be dead. One of Meet Kevin's fans will probably assassinate me. Admittedly, looking at open or closing ticket symbols. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to look at ticker symbols. I mean, if you're really interested in a stock, like you've done your due diligence and you have cash on the sidelines and you have a specific price point, okay, then you can like kind of check in and say, okay, has the stock dropped to where I kind of want it to be, where I buy it? But just like fixating on the market, AMC, GME, it's extremely toxic for your portfolio because, I mean, if I looked at the market every day, you know, I remember when the market crashed in like March, I was like, holy crap, I can't watch this because if the market keeps crashing like this, I might be emotionally driven to sell some of it. Of course, I have true diamond hands and I would never do that. But you don't want to watch the market every day, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to read the financial news. They're a bunch of scumbags. They're going to entice you to do stupid things and they're going to screw you over. He can't like index funds. He needs daily content. Yeah, it's true. I mean, nobody really does want to watch or learn about index funds. I've talked about life insurance, college 529 plans, index funds. Nobody likes it. Everybody wants the meme stocks. So that's why I just decided to dump on them instead. Thoughts on Graham Stephan? I actually like Graham Stephan. I mean, some of his videos are clickbaity, which, I mean, everybody's videos are clickbaity. But he actually really has sound investment advice. He basically says that he invests in index funds, which I 100% agree with. I think that's a great thing. And I'm glad that he's like almost twice as big as Meet Kevin, because at least a lot of people are actually getting good information from Graham versus Meet Kevin, who I think is a total clown. Don't charge $50, just charge $4. Maybe I'll charge 75. I don't know. I mean, I have such great knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. You need me to save you. I'm your hero. I'm your Jesus, okay? You can't resist my charisma. You need to pay me all your money. Tom Nash is another YouTuber that claims he's a former senior financial analyst while thinking Palantir will be $1 trillion company. Yeah, I did a video on Palantir. Palantir was complete garbage. Highly, highly, highly speculative. And from what I remember, they were bleeding cash left and right. But yeah, I'll check out Tom Nash. If you guys have any guys or girls, whoever's watching, if you have any suggestions about people I should talk about or stocks you want me to talk about, my email's going to be it is in the description of the video. Email me any stocks. I'll eventually get to them. I get a decent amount of messages from people because a lot of people, that YouTube is so big and vast and there's so many, frauds on YouTube. I don't know, probably 90% of them. So please email me anything that you think I should look into or talk about, and I'll give you my honest opinion. Dogecoin millionaire going broke. Yeah, that guy's an idiot. I mean, I think Dogecoin went down to 17, 16 cents. And then, of course, it skyrockets back up because all you clowns buy the dip. When buying the dip is stupid for cryptocurrency because there's no fundamental value to cryptocurrency. All right. Now, if VT ETF crashed, which is my ETF, if that crashed, okay, I would buy the dip because I'm buying every company in the world and I'm buying a piece of all the future cash flows of every company in the world. That's why I would buy the dip. But buying the dip on cryptocurrency literally makes no freaking sense. And people have all these price projections. Oh, crypto is going to be this, crypto is going to be that. You cannot predict the price of cryptocurrency. Okay, it's so stupid. I don't know how people don't see the scam in cryptocurrency. It gets me emotional. I'm getting hot. Woo! Should I turn the fan on? What are your favorite ETFs? I mean, personally, I like simplicity. So I've changed my investment philosophy a couple times. I mean, nothing radical, but over the long run, I think the best ETF, maybe not for you, this is what I do, is I buy the VT ETF, which is the Total World Stock Market Index ETF, which means you basically own every company in the world at market cap weights. So what that means is bigger companies get more representation, like Alibaba, Microsoft, all the FANG stocks. Those all have a higher percentage representation in VT, but you get exposure to, every stock in the United States. You get exposure to international stocks, and it basically stops you from trying to time the market, which ultimately is what I think screws people over. Now you go on bogleheads.org and there's all these stupid debates, like how much international should you have? Some people will say 0, some people will say 20. VT has about 45% international, and including emerging markets. In my opinion, all the random numbers people come up with are BS, because how do you really know the ideal allocation to international stocks? In my opinion, you might as well just buy the world, because you're really not smart enough to know where the world's going to go in 30 years. You just don't know. And it's just better to do it that way. And especially now in this stock market, I'm more comfortable having 45% of my money in international. Even though it's sucked the last 10 years, I don't care, because, sometimes international does well, sometimes US does well. You just have to be extremely patient. But I like VT. If you want to maybe tilt a little bit to real estate, I mean, you can do V and Q. There's tons of REITs out there. You can do, for small cap value, you can do VBR. There's all little things in there, but basically the core of my portfolio is VT. Right now it's 95% VT and I have 5% Alibaba. But really, it's up to you. You just want to focus on having low fees and low turnover, and you want broad diversification. So don't get swept up into like QQQ, which is like a tech ETF. Don't focus on like specific sectors, or don't weight them as too high a percentage of your portfolio, because if a sector does bad, even though you might think it's been doing so great, like tech, if it does bad in the next 10 years and you're all concentrated in tech in one country, you might not do that well. So I preach mass diversification, but it's your decision, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. City lost 1 million. See, that's the funny thing. Like, Kevin lost $1 million. To him, it's like, whatever, bro. But what sucks is he's also enticing his fans to do that. That's the freaking problem, okay? He can afford to lose $1 million because he probably makes $1 million a month on freaking YouTube. He doesn't care. But what he doesn't understand is the impact that that has on his fans, who may only have $1,000, $5,000, and they YOLO their money into it, and they lose all their freaking money, and they're back to square one. I sleep well at night because I'm like, hey, max your tax advantage accounts, buy broadly diversified total world ETFs or target retirement funds or whatever you really like to do. And that doesn't bother me. I'm good with that. Can you put all your money into the SPY, close your eyes for 20 years, and you will be set? Yeah, I mean, the SPY will be higher, in my opinion, in 20 years, but I just don't think that's diversified enough, because you're still focusing all your money in one single country. Now, there's all sorts of arguments, like I said, like some people hate international. I'm not one of those people. I actually like international because I like exposure to every company in the world, because there's great companies all around the world. And you don't know how big China or India or even the European Union might be in the next 10, 20, 30 years. You just don't know. So I don't think it's worth the risk to concentrate all your money in just the United States, especially in the S&P 500, and you're excluding even small companies in the United States. I think massive diversification and just letting it ride into the next 20, 30, 40 years will ultimately reward you with investment success. VT, Vanguard Total World Stock ETF. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, I just want to reiterate, you don't have to buy that, because you can actually slice and dice it. Like, if you don't like the weightings in VT, you can do VTI, which is total US stock market. Let's say you want mostly US. You could do like 80% VTI. And if you want like 20% international, you could do like 20% VXUS. Those are some ETFs you can look into. Just keep in mind, the main principle is you don't want to pay a lot of fees, and you want broad diversification, because that's ultimately what matters. Now, you can do whatever you want, but I like VT. It's 95% of my portfolio right now. I used to have like VBR and VNQ, and I was like, screw this. I'm just tired of like trying to play games, because I don't know. I don't think I can beat the market in the long run. I don't think anybody can, especially after, taxes and fees and watching people like me, Kevin, who will entice you to do stupid things with your portfolio. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless anybody has any other questions. It's getting a little steamy in this room. I always forget to turn the fan on, and I'm really cheap. So I like turn the AC down or AC up. So my house is always hot, because then I can buy more VT. You know what I'm saying? Lower electricity means more VT. And I'm just kind of burning up right now, or maybe I can take my shirt off. Would you guys like that? Anyway, nice talking to y'all. I'm on paternity leave. I'm a daddy, so I'll be pumping out a lot more videos whenever I can find time. And maybe I'll do market open videos. What do y'all think about that? Okay. Anyway, please like the video. It helps boost me up. Okay. One day I may have 1,000 subscribers. One day. Like the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Check out my buddies. I got 2 buddies. Jay Nagy, Naugy. He's my fellow YouTuber. We like to trash on Meet Kevin. And you can check out a guy called Investing Sucks. He's also one of my fellow cohorts. He's a Canadian, and he's not as much of a dickhead as I am. You might like his analysis. He actually does really great analysis. He actually looks like at the fundamentals, and he's really good with working on projections. I think he has a fantastic channel, but of course nobody wants to hear us, because we talk about boring ETFs. We're just losers. We have baby gains. But anyway, that's it. Like, subscribe, buy my book if you want. It's $3. I know. I make like $1.50 on commission every time I sell a book, but I'm exploiting you. And you guys have a wonderful, delicious night.